yesterday's events. That work will take time, but anything we can do now, we're doing. And right now, that means focusing on taking care of all passengers and crew involved, as well as their families.
Isom says he and members of American Airlines GO team are headed to DC right now, and they've set up a special helpline for friends and family of passengers who can call with questions. Meantime, President Trump is questioning what led to this crash. You see this post from social media where he says, quote, "This is a bad situation that looks like it should have been prevented." In a formal statement, the president says he has been briefed on the collision, thanked first responders for their search and rescue efforts, and said he is monitoring the situation. For more on this, let's bring in CBS News White House digital reporter Aaron Navarro. Aaron, this tragedy happened fewer than 12 hours ago, so, details are scarce, but help us understand the difference in tone now from the president, understanding that he's in charge and his Department of Transportation Secretary is as well.
Certainly a developing situation. I will note that White House statement that you noted, which did not necessarily address the reason or the crash or leading up to the crash itself, was the first statement to come out from President Trump. After that, you started to see, at least on social media, audio from air traffic controllers, which led to Trump's second post on his personal Truth Social account late last night. He also posted on that same account, quote, "What a terrible night this has been. God bless you all."
Now, we know that the new Transportation Secretary was just sworn in. That's Sean Duffy. We played some sound from him earlier, and we saw him on our local affiliate as they were monitoring coverage. We know the NTSB, the National Transportation Safety Board, effectively takes over the investigation, and we're watching live footage now of the search for the black box, the flight data and flight voice recorder, which will help fill in some of the blanks, but help us understand the hierarchy and who's in charge and who's responsible to come up with an answer for so many relatives of victims who want to know why this happened.
Yeah, the priority right now that we heard from Secretary Duffy and generally from law enforcement is that the first focus, of course, is the recovery, rescuing any victims. We know during the press conference very early this morning, Secretary Duffy mentioned that President Trump had been in the Situation Room coordinating, leading this effort at least, and getting the right information and then choosing how to disseminate that. We know that Secretary Duffy, who was sworn in just hours before this crash, was at the Federal Aviation Administration headquarters right away, and as you mentioned, he had said that the NTSB had been investigating. They're starting to investigate what exactly happened. We also know that the Secretary Hegseth announced that there was a